What's up? What's up? We are back with another episode of Culture Minute. We got some hot topics for y'all, for real, for real. I'm Gentel, Sharrie.
I'm Sarina, Renee, the one-stop shop.
It's your boy King Jaquel Martin, active director. We in the building. Let's get it.
Yeah, we just gonna bust wide open with this Chris Brown Quavo diss because
Jeez.
first of all, Chris Brown's been calling out Quavo for a couple years now. He's been telling Quavo like, "Pull up, what's up?" So when he hit this diss, and we all know Chris can rap, like he be on his healing energy on me, but he wasn't healing energy this time. He was
Okay, try to hold a little note. You try to hold a little note there. Don't act like we ain't noticed that. You hit a little note right there.
something slight. But yeah, he went in on Quavo. I mean, best diss track I've heard in a very, very long time. Did he take it too far with the takeoff thing? I will say he did. That was a lot to like say like somebody else should have done, For me, that was a lot. That was a lot. But it still was a bar. But yeah, my mouth was wide open. But Quavo came back and he had his diss track. I don't think it compared to what Chris Brown dropped. I feel like he said things that we already know about Chris Brown. I didn't know those things that Chris Brown was saying about Quavo. Like he just, yeah. But what y'all think about it?
Oh my gosh. So y'all know like how I feel about the rap beef, but when I tell you Chris Brown, like we need to put him on the 2024 calendar because he bodied Quavo, yo. And I was just so excited because this nigga said, what he said? He said, you just got bodied by a singing nigga. What? That was a bar by itself. Chris Rock did his thing. You feel what I'm saying? Then, okay, so back to your point when you talked about how Chris Brown talked about Takeoff or whatever. But Quavo said something along the lines of he wished that, he was in the place of Takeoff being, killed or whatever. So that's why Chris kind of threw that out there. But it was kind of insensitive. But I kind of understood what he's saying because a lot of times when people do pass away, people are like, "Oh, I wish you was da da da," but you don't give me my flowers while I'm alive. So to me, that bar was hard because if you were that in tune to your brother when he was alive, you would have made sure that him and Takeoff, what's the boy name? Offset had rectified some things. You feel me? So that's how I feel. That's just me personally. But Chris Brown took the win. Quavo shouldn't have never came back because his diss track was trash. We're gonna put you in the dumpster right now, right? You know what I'm saying? But it was really good. Why do you think about that, King? I'm really so excited. Chris Brown did that.
That's all I can say. 911. Hello. I would like to report a dead body. Hello.
Oh.
Hello. I'm sorry.
It don't make no sense though how Chris Brown just took his head off and was like, I ain't leaving nothing.
But think about when he rapped on "Look at Me Now." I mean, he always. Chris might have to drop a rap album after this.
Talk about it.
He might have to drop a rap album after this. And it was wild how he had Quavo as a voiceover in the beginning of him saying, Chris, like, let's just, basically drop all this. I was like, oh, wow, we got receipts.
Right.
Because at first I was like, this ain't Quavo apologizing in a voice message.
But they have the AI situation. So it could be that,
Oh, it could be AI. Okay, you're right. Because that just sounded so strange.
Listen, he stole a little line from Nick Cannon, so shout out to Nick when he's like, you got bodied by a singing nigga. Because Nick did that with Eminem. But let me tell you, Rick Ross, K-Dot, Drizzy, J. Cole apologizing. If you're gonna do a diss record, this is how it's done. How y'all let a singing nigga have the best diss single of the year? Tell me! I need to know.
Go off.
He don't even rap. Y'all supposed to be the go for the game, sending warning shot. And if y'all gonna do it, y'all gotta do it like Chris Brown just did it.
Right.
Hi, king of pop, the king of rap right now. Somebody help me. Sorry.
No, you
Then
Warning shots. Chris Brown set the standard.
Then Quavo had a nerve. Like, you know when you get hit in the jugular because you start talking about, oh, you trying to divide the world with the light skin, dark skin. Nigga, that was so weak, dog. Come on now. Come on, Quavo.
You can't do colorism in a rap battle. Tupac said my folk gonna make sure your kids don't grow. Where the bars? I need that. Only on the records, though. Nothing in person. I know they was like, I'll break your face if I was really in person with you, but I didn't want to mess up money.
Actually,
We need nobody messing up the money or future opportunities. Just keep it on track. Sheesh. Hello? You look like Devin Haney getting knocked out by King Ryan. Hello? I said what I said. Sorry. God, I got the sweater on.
I don't know. Listen, I think I'm a new Chris Brown friend, fan. I can't even talk. I feel like a proud industry parent. I'm so happy about this. Like,
You did.
out of all the rap beef, Chris Brown run 2024 so far.
Oh, I need some more Ricky Rose. That was light.
I mean, yeah, out of all the rap discs that have came out for 2024, Chris Brown's definitely taken the win. Because, I mean, when I tell you, the people were really reacting. Like, the bars were barring, and it was basically about, Sweetie, because they both, and Sweetie and Karuchi. Seems like they're beefing over girls.
Let me ask you something. Ain't all the beats over a woman majority of the time anyway? Are we surprised? Are we really surprised?
But why are they still beefing over these women and they're not even with these women anymore?
Because we gotta talk about it. I got an ego.
I think that was my thing. I could see like if maybe they were still in relationships with these women, but it's like y'all are still carrying this years and years after.
Now we had to talk about. We didn't talk about it. Mankind. We need to talk about it on Mankind. Okay. So we had to say what we had to say. And when Breezy said it, guess what you were doing? Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. Breezy did that. Yeah. So Drake, Ricky Rose, K-Dot, Mr. I'm apologizing, Jaquel. I need some more shit to drop. I said what I said. Now I'll take it back. No more warning shots.
Who y'all think wrote Chris Brown diss track? You think he wrote his own?
Wait. Hold on. Time out on the play. Flag. Chris Breezy is in the rap battle world. Chris Breezy is known for studying battle rap and being a part of the battle rap culture. What we're not going to do is play on Breezy's name. Drop them bars, Breezy. Let it go.
Okay, well, we're just going to drop the mic right there. And
Don DeMarco, shout out to Smack followers. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
And I'm just going to add this in because this is not on our rundown, but you did mention Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. And as we know, Ryan Garcia did just win the fight, the matchup. And it's crazy because Ryan was really talking his shit. Like, he was really talking it. And I really didn't think he was going to win. I don't know the history of his fighting career. I'm not really in that world. I just see the highlights on TikTok or the Shade Room and stuff. So, I really don't know. But I just thought because Devin was so calm, that was like, he just talking all this. Like, the person who talks the most usually be the one that gets knocked out. But I mean, he stood on business.
Listen, first of all, Ryan played the whole world like a damn fool.
He did, because he played me.
Y'all thought he was out of his mind. Y'all thought he was going to be out of shape on the way in, that he couldn't go 12 rounds. Y'all thought the man was a joke. Y'all talked about him. Y'all commented about him. Don't try to cheer for Ryan now. You hear me? Because the King Ryan is King Ryan for a reason. And Devin, it was bad, my boy. It was bad, my boy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That left hook, Nice little couple of combos. Sometimes you just gotta bow out gracefully. I don't know why they didn't throw the towel in. It was a fight that you really, really didn't need on your resume because now you look like you're washed. I know you say you want to run it back, but do you? Or did you say that for the cameras? And if you do run it back, are you going to be ready? Because I know King Ryan and Devin don't want no part of my boy Tank. I said what I said. He already knocked you out, Ryan. You go to Tank with that, you're going to get dropped again. You hear me? That part. Devin Haney, you go to Javante Tank Davis, and you're going to get dropped again. And it's going to be worse than what King Ryan did to you. Said what I said.
Your head don't hurt but all that.
Yeah, King is on one, y'all.
I'm fire. I'm hot because I got this hot ass sweater on. I'm hot. So y'all gonna get it like this.
It's
hot.
on it today.
Yeah, me. Everybody got on t-shirts and I got on a sweater. I'm hot. I didn't get dressed in time, so I had to wear what I had to wear.
Listen, I honestly thought Ryan Garcia was not gonna win. This dude was in the interview beatboxing, dog. I'm like, what?
He online battle rapping. He dropping bars.
Right.
He's telling the other team's parents to
He talking about the Illuminati. He talking about God. He did everything to distract y'all. But when he came down the ring, he was focused.
Well, he said after his fight, he did an interview. He said he was just trolling everybody. He did all this to promote the fight, and he said he wasn't drinking beer. He was actually drinking a non-alcoholic beverage to drink when he like chugged it on stage. Like everything was
for the weigh-in. Yeah,
everything was literally like for a show.
And guess what?
Even when he said when they did the weigh-in or whatever, the face-off, and what's the other guy, the black guy's name?
Devin.
Look, damn, you don't remember Harry Haney.
Yeah, when Devin and he got online and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a file for an assault charge because I identify as a woman." Like he was really trolling, yo. I was like,
really trolling. Like he was even like, "Praise Jesus, praise 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 Jesus."
When you ready to start your acting career, because you played the hell out of that part. You hear me? You played the hell out of that part, and I had my popcorn ready, and it looked good, tastes good. Had my tickets front row seats. Already knew what time it was. You hear me? But you better stop playing. Talking about you want to fight Tank again. You're gonna need more than some trolling to get past the Tank. You hear me?
So who did you think was gonna win, King?
Oh, King Ryan, of course. King Ryan, of course. Oh yeah, he like that. King and King. Why would I go against the King? But don't play with Tank.
Well, there you have it. So, in other recent news, Glorilla was stopped, and she ended up getting a DUI. The officer pulled her over. When she rolled down the window, the officer realizes that Glorilla, her eyes were bloodshot red. She could smell the liquor on her breath and marijuana in her car. And yeah, she failed to take the breathalyzer test, so she got arrested. She did tell the officer, like, "Do you not know who I am?" All this kind of stuff. And the officer's like, "No, I don't know you." And she's like, "Okay, I need to basically get my lawyer involved." To me, when I saw the dash cam footage, she didn't seem drunk to me. Like she was very cool, calm, collective. I feel like she handled the pullover very well.
Mm-hmm.
Being a celebrity and with cameras on, because sometimes, it can get out of control, but I feel like she handled the situation well. All I have to say is, guys, one drink, two drink, three drinks. I know sometimes you want to get in the car and drive, but we've got to be cautious because it really can end a life at the end of the day, drinking and driving, because we are intoxicated. So I would just say like Uber, especially like if you have the money. If you don't, like call a friend, figure it out, but don't risk your life. Don't risk your life getting in trouble because it's very preventable.
Yeah, like you said, I feel that she handled it very, very well. Because some celebrities get on the ego trip, and I feel like when she asked the police officer, "Do you know who I am?" it was more of, "Do you know who I am?" Because I'm trying to figure out, are you treating me like this because you know who I am? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah, because I didn't see it as an ego trip. Like, "Nigga, do you know who I am?"
Yeah. You're right.
Like you said, she handled it very well. It's a sad situation, that she got a DUI on her record, but I didn't from what I've seen, she didn't look drunk to me. But, you know, the police officers have their own protocol, and, you know, it is what it is.
Where your squad at? Where your team at? Where your security at? Yeah, Glow. You make too much money to be outside driving yourself while you drunk. Yeah, Glow. But you handled the police officer really well. Yeah, Glow. I'm just glad it didn't go left, because we've seen us get stopped too many times where situations go left and they ain't got to go left. And then we got one side fearing for their life and acting like the other side can't fear for their life too. So shout out to the officer for being professional in the situation. Shout out to Gorilla being professional in the situation and it not going left. But you got to have your team there. That's what your team there for, mommy. All you had to do was make a call, have somebody come get you, or have somebody with you, or whatever else. So that way you're not in that situation. We got Lyfts, Ubers. We have a lot of options other than getting behind the wheel after a drink. That alcohol ain't that serious. And all it takes is one time. And the only reason why I'm being a stickler on it is because I lost my best friend to drinking and driving. He was doing like 140 on the back of a motorcycle with a shorty on the back of it. The accident wasn't his fault, but he wound up hitting someone else in the middle of the accident, flipped off the motorcycle, and then he lost his life. She lived, thank God, but he wanted to live in his life. So it's never that serious. Anytime where I'm at work, we make sure that we give people bottles of water. We do our best to make sure people are sober to our fullest capabilities, because there's only so much we can do because people are grown, but it's never that serious. And all it takes is one time. I'm glad that you were spared this time, so prayerfully it doesn't happen again. Yeah, Glove.
So to be fair, do you think that, you know, she should have had her people with her? What if it was just a normal day, you know, she didn't want to be on a celebrity situation. She just wanted to hang out with her people at a house or whatever. And she was like, okay, it's time to go home. So she ended up going back home. What if it was just an innocent night? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an innocent night. I just feel like when you are on that level, like a celebrity status, you gotta, and even if you weren't on celebrity status, but just saying for Glorilla, where she's at right now, you gotta start moving different. Even if you are having a regular night, you gotta have your driver at least drive you somewhere. Or if you're gonna get drunk, I do feel like you gotta move a little differently when you're Glorilla. Like you just was at the White House with Joe Biden. Like you should not have been.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, she's on the whole promo thing. She was just on like what, CNN, the news, like national news, like doing this like really good press. And then you get a DUI.
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's being good, normal, but yeah, you got to just figure out kind of your next move, kind of think ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they say heavy is the crown. Different levels, different devils. You can't move the same. Can't move the same when you're in the spotlight, because there's always someone trying to record you. There's always someone following you. There's always someone waiting to break news on you. People get paid to find your mistakes and your weaknesses. So they're looking. So when you give them situations like this, of course, they're going to take advantage of it. Oh, y'all heard about T-Pain getting hit? T-Pain, yeah, T-Pain got hit, got into a car accident. He's safe. His wife is safe. I think it was his manager that was with him. He wanted to get in a hit and run. Someone hit T-Pain and took off. The bad part about it is the front part of the vehicle fell off, so they're able to identify whose vehicle it was. So yeah, shout out to T-Pain.
This happened like recently?
Yeah, recently just happened.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, someone who wound up crashing into him, and then from the car accident, I guess the license plate or information about the vehicle fell off, so they're able to identify him. And he was just like, bro, I understand accidents happen, but now you're really finna have a really bad day. You're really finna have a bad day because it's messed up to hit somebody and then just take off, and as if you didn't do something while endangering someone else's life. So
isn't it like attempted murder too?
Allegedly, I'm not 1,000% sure if no one is, you know, lost their life. I don't know if it's attempted, but I just know it's a bad situation, and thank God T-Pain and his crew are safe. Shout out to T-Pain.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely glad they're safe for sure. just everybody be careful out there. Sometimes it might not be you, might be somewhere else. So just make sure you look out your peripheral, look out for police that's on the street. And if you are a celebrity of status and you're out with your friends and you know you're going to drive and have a drink, be careful because, like King said, there's always going to be eyes on you. You don't know if Glorilla left wherever she was at and somebody could have tipped off the police like this person's drinking and driving in this car.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so I mean, eyes are always going to be on you, but just be careful. Eyes are definitely on Ashanti and Nelly because Ashanti just announced that she is pregnant. We already low key knew, but like she officially announced it with the Instagram video called "Baby,
Yes.
Baby, 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 Baby." She was like, everybody was like, Ashanti, come on, everybody's waiting on you. And Ashanti was like, they gotta wait 9 more months. And then she popped out, and I was like, yes, I love it. Now, this is what you talk about spinning the block back the right way because Nelly also proposed to her. So they're engaged. And we like that. Shoot. We like that.
Did you get her son no Valentine's Day?
I'm sure he did. Nelly's acting right though. I'm not gonna
He is. He is.
With Ashanti.
He's found a lot more with Ashanti too. Like he is glowing. Nelly is in his soft man era. That's a thing now, I guess. But you can tell he is like really happy. Ashanti is really happy. This is the first time I actually seen her as happy as she was in a very long time. Mm-hmm. I'm super excited for both of them. The baby is going to be so cute. And also Nelly is a grandfather as well. So I believe a week prior to, they said that he had welcomed his new granddaughter. So shout outs to them on that. So you got a granddaughter, you got a new baby on the way, and you got a new wife. So, you got a 3 for 1. So congratulations to both of them. The come out was so cute. Like you said, the lady was like, hey, you taking too long. Well, they gonna have to wait 9 more months. And then the song Baby, Baby, Baby came out, which was like a full circle moment because, that was a song that was a hit back in the day. She's spinning the block doing music again. Nelly's spinning the block, getting his girl back. It's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I'm happy for both of them. Prayers, just want a healthy baby, no matter if it's boy, girl, or whatever else. This is proof to anyone and everybody that sometimes it's all about the timing. Maybe in that time frame when you were with someone, it wasn't the time. But if 2 people are like-minded in the right time and space, and they want the same thing, that you can move forward and you can build something together. So I'm just happy for those 2, despite all the things that were said in social media, despite all the comments and everything else. And allegedly, they were supposed to have a baby before, but so she supposedly lost it. Sometimes it's just not your time, it's God's time. And then now that it's the right time, and they're even happier. Sometimes you ask for something and it be on the wrong timing and get it, and it could be the thing that cripples you. But when it's on the right timing, you can see the difference. So it's okay to spin the block. Sometimes you got to be humble, forgive, let go, grow, become a better person. So I'm pretty sure when they went their separate ways, they had to work on themselves. So that way they both could be a better version of themselves so they can have a better relationship that they have right now.
Yep. It's 2 things I want to talk about. So the first thing is somebody tried to expose that Ashanti was pregnant in front of the mom because the mom was Ashanti mom was on a panel. And so Ashanti mom was like, hold on, wait a minute. If I'm not really saying anything, who are you to say anything? You know what I'm saying? So she kind of shut down the rumors or whatever. She was like, and how it was like a moment of mind your business, right? But we all knew that Ashanti was pregnant. Then number 2, another thing I want to say is, I want to ask a question. Do you guys have anybody that you would love to spin a block with?
Ooh. No. Hey, I'm just taking time. Let it process. Let it marinate. No.
No, because I feel like once it's done, it's done. Your ex is your ex for a reason.
Tell Ashanti and Nelly that. You was just, oh my God, and you woo Ashanti Nelly, they made it back and work, and now look at the baby, it's gonna be so beautiful. And now all of a sudden it can't work. It can't work.
For me, I'm not spinning the block.
Well, somebody spent on you. And he came correct this time, and he did what he's supposed to do. And he finally got your Valentine's Day gift because he didn't get you one before. What if he learned from all his mistakes and he stepped up to the plate to do the right thing? You still saying no?
My mind today, yes.
Aw, come on.
Boo, nigga, boo.
Because I just feel like it should just be done. Like I give chances, and I think that's why I just don't feel like I would spin the block, because I give chances and I give people the benefit of the doubt. And I feel like it's really not that hard. If you like somebody, you like that person, you like that person, you're going to put in effort. If I have to feel like I have to pinch it out of you and you want to finally spin the block because you went around the block and you found that the block was not fucking hot and you want to come back to me, you ain't coming back, bruh.
That's my girl.
I'm with you. I get it. I think it depends on how you left things off, right? I think it depends on how things ended. If it ended in a cool, collective, calm way, and y'all can still be cool, y'all can still be friends, it wasn't ugly and things like that, then I think there's a possibility. But if you cheated on me, you played and you talked about me, you try to drag my name through the mud, no, I can love you from a distance and still wish you the best. So I think it depends on the situation of the exit of the situation. What if y'all just happen to be in college and y'all wind up going to different colleges? I think it all depends on the scenario. What if y'all moved apart or something like that, or what, you know what I mean? I think sometimes it's easier to say no in the moment right now until it's actually happening. And if someone actually is stepping to you correct, like you were like, where are the good men at, right? What if over all this time he started doing some counseling? What if he started doing self-work? What if he started falling back in love with himself? What if he started healing from all of his baggage that had nothing to do with you, but sometimes he took it out on you? And he presented himself not in the same fashion as the first person that you met, right, when you were dating, but he presented himself in a whole new package that was in alignment with what you were looking for. Are you still saying slam on the door?
I mean, yeah, like I said, today I am, just because like what you did to me for us to break up, like I'm already like scarred from it, because it's like I gave you chances. I don't know. I personally cannot spin the block. Now, 5 years from now, I could be saying I will spin the block,
Yeah.
But
That's why
right
I said
now,
it depends on how y'all broke up. You know what I mean? Depends on what if it was a healthy breakup? What if it was just a mutual agreement and you guys were just, hey, I got my career path going here and I'm acting and it's taking me here and it's going there. And he had a career path that's taking him this way. And so right now y'all can't be together because you guys are both focused on your careers, which isn't wrong. You know what I mean? So for the benefit of you, the benefit of him, I mean, that you can have, every breakup doesn't have to be an ugly breakup. Am I saying it right, Sarina?
Yeah, because my last relationship that I was in, it was not an ugly breakup. He was the best boyfriend I've ever had. And that's why I've never actually committed to anybody since him, because I know what a relationship is supposed to be like.
So what if he came back? What if he spent the block and he had things right?
No, because we have different views. Our views are different.
Right. Well, I'm saying people change, and now what if his views are now in alignment with yours? What if you guys are now on the same pages?
I don't think I would honestly spin the block on anybody. Okay. That's just me. Like your ex.
Don't y'all mess up with my sis. You hear me?
And that's
you get one shot.
That's why I'm still single, because I really don't take no mess. Like
mess.
Yeah.
No drama.
No drama.
You ain't got yours together, don't stay.
Yeah, because I'm like very intuitive when it comes to like certain things. So
if your spirit ain't right, she can feel it.
I can. I really
Don't
can.
be lying on your ChristianSingles.com profile talking about you like long walks with the Lord, because my sister ain't having it. She already prayed up.
You ain't gonna get a chance at all. Don't even go into the DMs, dog. Just keep going.
Don't be liking extra pictures just because you think she gonna see your likes. Leaving a little emojis in her comment section.
Even when you do try to like spin the block or you give them another chance, they mess up again.
Not all the time, sis. Not
like,
all the time.
Like falls off unless they come like how Nelly did with Ashanti. I mean, I don't know, but also I feel like there are certain things that I'm not going to get into all that. But yeah, go ahead. What y'all talking about?
If you don't check the boxes, she ain't messing with you.
And the boxes are easy. The boxes are easy, but like just be ready like before y'all try to talk to me. That's all I gotta say. Like if you're still like
you're ready,
not talk to me. Because I'm not here to play games anymore. Like I don't like, I will have fun with you, but I'm tired of just like having fun.
She ain't doing no more hot girl summers. She focused.
Yeah.
Be ready to now. Like, what woman? I mean, unless you're a city girl, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, her ratchet days over with. She passed that.
Yeah, she ain't no city girl. So if you're looking for a city girl, she ain't it. Okay.
Talk to him, sis.
Now, Sarina, would you spin the block?
What's the next topic?
Oh, yeah.
He's the Lord.
Well, with that being said, we're going to take a quick commercial break and give a shout out to our proud sponsors, 24/7 Live Culture. Unless you really want us, you want.
I don't want to say it because I will tell y'all, yeah, I spin a block for one person, but you know, I wouldn't put that out there only because, you know, I'm still single and I'm trying to date and I want people to be like, dang, well, who this person is and they insecure because now I said what I said. But yeah, it is one person that we ain't recording this part, is it?
Yeah, we are recording. This is not commercial break.
Editor, edit it. Timeout. Allegedly, it's not really real. Timeout on the play. Flag on the play.
Okay. Now we're really going to give a shout out to our proud sponsors, 24/7 Live Culture. And we are back from break. I know Sarina didn't spill the tea. Maybe one day she will. But, you know, we're about to get into the WNBA draft picks. Caitlin Clark did go as the #1 draft for women's basketball. She went to Indiana. Our girl Angel Reese came in at #7. She is in Chicago with also, remind me how to pronounce her name. Is it Caruso? Is that who it is? She went with, I'm going to tell you who it is right now. But they played it. She's from South Carolina. She won the NCAA title with Don, one of her players. So they're both going to be in Chicago.
Yeah, so they're going to dominate what they said in their interview. They're both going to dominate the rebounds when they get to the league. Yeah.
I do definitely feel like Chicago's going to be Camila Cardozo with #3 draft pick. Yeah. And #2 was Cameron Brink. She's at the Los Angeles Sparks. And the girls basketball team, like women's basketball, is doing the thing. They doing it.
So, all right. So they exposed the pay for these girls, right? And it was kind of sad. So I'm going to not say anything on this segment. I'm going to just shut my mouth. I'll let y'all have it. So
I think after this year, it's going to be different. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping how they expose the women's basketball. And then now that women's basketball has more traction than ever in a very long time, hopefully they will up the women's pay. I mean, I didn't know it was going to be like that. I mean, they're getting money, but not money on like the NBA level, if that makes sense.
But there's a reason why they're not getting NBA money. And it makes perfect sense why women don't get paid the same as NBA players.
And why is that?
Supply and demand. There are more people going to the NBA. There are more sponsors in the NBA. The game supposedly is more exciting because you have people dunking and it's worldwide. It's a global game, right? So because there's a bigger supply or there's a bigger demand for the NBA than there is in the WNBA, there's going to be more money based off of the demand, first and foremost. But I do believe women should be paid higher. I do think they do deserve their bag. I do believe that Caitlin will also add to that fiery flame because of the amount of viewership that she demanded Angel Reese and that they're demanding. I believe that now that because of this year's tournament, they had more viewers than the men basketball, right?
Yes. And
They're
Caitlin Clark just got her shoe with Nike.
right. So I believe the supply and demand is now changing. So when I'm not making this a man and woman thing, I'm making it a supply and demand thing.
No, I understand that. That's why I said after this year, it really might change.
Because of the supply and demand is now changing.
And they
Because
will get more
the supply is
sponsors
changing.
of what just happened.
And because the supply and demand is changing, the money will change. So for me, yes, you could do the male and female, but if no one's really watching the same way, you're not going to get the same back. Let me flip it. Let me take off women versus men because I know that can be triggering for some people. Let's just say drug talk, right? If heroin is selling for this and cocaine is selling for this, and this has a bigger supply and demand, this one's going to be making more money because the demand is higher for cocaine than it is for heroin. So because the demand and people want this more, this one's going to make more money. This is why I believe men's basketball is making more money than women's basketball. If you take out the simple fact of male versus female, because if you leave it in the category of male versus female, then it's going to be the big old equality and this and that, and it's going to be a whole nother thing that takes it out of supply and demand. Once they start getting more sponsorships, once they start getting more viewers, once things start changing, then the money will change as well. That's just my opinion.
Okay, I know I wasn't gonna say nothing, but you know,
I know I get you.
so okay, I know I mentioned the whole pay situation, and yes, I understand what you're saying, King, but that's not what I was talking about. I am talking about you have 3 women going into the WNBA at the same level. Only one person is getting paid a lot more than the other 2. Only one person got a shoe deal with Nike. You understand what I'm saying?
But do you think that the reason why that I'm playing devil's advocate. I get what you're saying. I get it. But do you feel like the reason why that one person got it is because they were the number 1 draft pick?
I don't think so. Because at the end of the day, Angel Reese should have got a shoe line too. You know, that's just
She's not the number 1 pick. She's the number 7 pick.
Then on top of that, it was a young lady that was with the WNBA for a very long time that was like, dang, this really got for me.
Look, I agree with you, right? But then when it comes to sports, you have people, college students right now that are getting NIL deals. But the people before them didn't get the NIL deals. Someone has to be the person to break the mold for things to happen to change. So it just happened to be Caitlin. Is the fact that she's white having something to do with it? Of course. It's America. It is what it is. Because you have superstars that are in the NBA, WNBA right now that don't have all shoe deals with Nike, that have actually accomplished things in the WNBA. Just wasn't their turn. It's sad that they missed it, but the simple fact that Caitlin is opening the door, even if she is white, it will still allow more revenue to go towards players that are doing their thing in the NBA. And I believe that it's shedding more light on it. Because if there wasn't a Caitlin Clark right now, if it wasn't Angel Reese right now, would we even be having this conversation?
No.
No, not at all. No one cared. No disrespect. You know, like one of the first biggest people in the world, Kobe Bryant, brought so much attention and light to women's basketball. Even being a girl dad. It was a new slogan, right? And Kobe was actually going to start a league in China where women and men played together, right? So he was one of the people that was looking to change things when it came to women in the, playing women's basketball or just playing basketball, period. Someone has to be the mold breaker. You know, it sucks that it's Caitlin because you have so many talented people that came before her, but who's going to be the first? I mean, she's the female Stephen Curry, right? Let's just call it what it is right now, right? She got to go to the NBA All-Star game. She got to compete in the NBA All-Star game versus Stephen Curry, who's one of the league's biggest stars. So, of course, the hype train is going to be behind that. Of course, Nike or someone's going to try to get a return on investment. If they saw that this person, let's just say Instagram, had so many followers and they're changing the game of Instagram with all their following, they're going to get behind that hype train to profit off of it.
Just like they did Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, and she ain't had nothing to do with the NFL.
Had nothing to do with the NFL, but they kept showing Taylor's face. You know why? Because they said Taylor brought in over $3 million worth of revenue. Taylor brought in so many different viewers that the NFL didn't have. So guess what they did? They gave her spotlight, and they gave the Chiefs the Super Bowl. Shout out to my 49ers who should have won the Super Bowl. It was cheated. The referees cheated. They held. I'm sorry. Anyway, someone had to break the mold. And look, why did everybody watch the LSU Iowa game? White superstar versus black superstar. Let's just call it what it is.
The rivalry.
What it is. It is what it is. It was a race thing, from my opinion. You know what I mean? They wanted to know if Caitlyn was going to be the Tom Brady of women's college basketball. And they lied because she was not the top scorer of all time in basketball. That was cap. But they painted that picture. They threw that narrative out there as if Caitlyn was number one. No, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect. Caitlyn's a monster. And everything that she's accomplished in her career, she does the hype. She deserves all the hype. And we'll see if she's able to do it in the WNBA because now they put a target on her back. But shoot or shoot. So what you going to do, Caitlyn? Can't wait. Because guess what? The eyes are now really finna be on you. If you thought it was on you in college, different levels, different devils.
Yeah, well, it's a different level coming up on this next topic because we got some Brazilian fraud. A woman entered into a bank with a dead body in a wheelchair, trying to get him to sign a loan for her. And he was telling the clerk, because the clerk was basically like, is he okay? Like, is he going to say anything? And then she's like, oh, he's always like this. You know, he doesn't talk much, but he's okay. And she's like, I can't sign for you if you don't sign for yourself. So, you know, she was trying to move his hand and stuff, but people ended up calling the police. They identified the body as dead. The woman knew that the body was dead. And they also realized he's been dead for like at least 2 hours. So he was freshly unalived. She was arrested.
Lord, forgive me.
We had to do a little moment of silence. May he rest in power and love. This has nothing to do with the person who lost their life. First and foremost, this has nothing to do with the person that is unalive or lost their life or is dead. However you want to use the terminology. There's too many of them out there for me to keep up with.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't realize unalive was a word until recently.
Yeah.
Because now people are using unalive more than just like dead, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys are seeing it more than usual.
Yeah. You know, you got to be a special type of somebody to think you can go up in a bank with a dead body. And then she had a nerdy man. She had a nerve to try to hold his head.
What she do?
And then she tried to hold the man's head and stuff. Like this. He was like this. She talking about, come on. I can't sign for you. Like, how you gonna pick it up, ma'am? Like, she has to be a special type of crazy. Period. And then she talking to the man like he gonna talk back.
And ain't saying nothing.
Oh shit. Shoot.
Like she was so wrong for that. And I'm glad those people took action as fast as they did. First of all, that video shouldn't have lasted as long as it did. Because that first headline, ma'am, you should have been on the phone with the popo. Period. You know, but I hope she gets some help. And I hope that man rests in peace. And I hope that his family, you know, take over, you know, his estates or whatever he has going on. Because clearly, if she was the one taking care of him, it's a lot of stuff that ain't right probably right now. So she probably got stuff all signed in his name, given to her and all type of stuff. She probably got credit cards coming to the house right now. I'm just saying. Am I lying?
No.
But no, I agree with you. I agree with you. I mean, they're still trying to figure out who this man was to her.
She took putting your bills and your children's name to a whole nother level. Yo, like, I don't want to be disrespectful to her. I just want to talk about the actions, right? She was on some real Weekend at Bernie's type of vibe. Facts.
I mean, no, literally.
Like, she really, like, it's no longer a movie. When they say
oh my God,
reflects life and life reflects art, she took it serious. You hear me? Like she was a ventriloquist.
Facts.
In life, my boy.
Facts.
Like she was so into it that she was waiting on the response. As if he was gonna talk back. And then she took it like she had his hand on the string and tried to move it around to sign it for him.
His little hand was going like this.
And she had the audacity to get an attitude because he wasn't signing it.
Right. What she said something about, I'm going to give you the money or something like that if you don't sign.
She got an attitude with a dead person. Oh, chick, you different.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
The Weekend at Bernie.
I don't know what she was smoking, bro. I don't know what she was on. But, yo.
Well, she thought she was going to get away with it because they wouldn't have known that he would have passed away if he was only dead for 2 hours. So he wasn't even in the system of, like, you know.
She brought him in the wheelchair. How was he going to talk? How was he supposed to move?
Right.
That's a good idea. Now, if she wanted to ride in the carpool lane, you might be able to get away with it because it's heavy traffic.
I was thinking, I'm like, dude, you could have act like the man was asleep or something, dog. You could have went to the tailor and act like he was asleep. You know what I'm saying? Girl. And then my question is, how did you pick him up and put him in a wheelchair? Like, this is premeditated, dog. You picked him up, put him in a wheelchair, took him out the wheelchair and put him in a car, drove to the bank.
She needed that.
Huh?
She needed that money.
She took him out the car, put him in a wheelchair, wheeled him inside the freaking bank, and tried to get the money. Ma'am.
The world is crazy. I mean,
first of all, you on camera. You
on
camera. Welcome. Answer. Come here.
That joker said,
oh, she was a human ventriloquist for real. You know, this is something that you would see like in Saw or Final Destination or a horror film, but this is real life.
Listen, they finna make a movie on her.
This is real life, bro. Her doc is about to be crazy. You hear me? Oh, she different.
She different.
I got a question. What was her family thinking when she did what she did?
They probably were like, we knew this was gonna happen sooner.
We told y'all to get that little girl help. She out here killing birds, stabbing frogs.
Who allowed her to have in her possession is what I want to know.
What type of debt do you have to go get a dead person and bring them into the bank around a whole bunch of people that are alive and do some Weekend at Bernie stuff at the bank?
Knowing that usually security guards are at banks too. Like, you know, it's like usually they're pretty alert at the banks.
Right.
Did she take his life?
We don't know that, but she could have. That's the thing. She could have put, you know, there's no telling.
She could have used she could have used his card and the PIN number. Like, come on.
Look, what we need to do is you know how you be going on your little kids' stuff to check their history to see what they've been on and what they've been looking at? Real good parents do that, right? We need to go check out history because this can't be the first time.
That's not normal.
This can't be the first time. You hear me?
Nah. But she went in there with confidence.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that if she wouldn't have got caught and she would have, they would have buried the man? That she was dumb enough to try to get him up from the grave and then take him out the casket and then try to take him to the bank. Do you think she probably?
I hope she wouldn't do that. But what she did, wouldn't be surprised.
Listen, life be life. Good God. Who do you owe? Who do you owe that much to go take a dead person to the bank?
Well, we know she wasn't in the will.
I'm done. I'm done.
Look,
This is the first time in history. Exclusive. I'm done.
Okay.
she get the wonk wonk of the day at all. Like, nah.
Not the Charlemagne donkey of the day.
She knew she wasn't gonna get any money, so she knew that was her last hope, was for him to sign something.
What did you want?
What
did you want? What was you gonna use the money for?
And it wasn't that. How much was it? 20,000.
I can't recall how much it was.
That's not even a lot of money. But my thing is, I want to know.
Oh, 17. Oh, guess how much it, guess how much it is. Guess how much it is. Guess.
Please tell me don't say 17,000.
Guess.
1,700?
No.
1,000?
No.
We give up.
$3,250.
What? Is this American money?
It says from complex.com, the dead man whom she addressed as uncle needed to co-sign a $3,250 loan.
But I gotta see this again. Hold on. Wait a minute. What'd you say?
So in Brazil money it's 17,000, but in US money it's $3,250.
That's what I was gonna ask. Was it in American money or other currency?
Yeah, so in Brazil money 17,000, but US money that's 3,250, which is a lot, but it's not like, I don't think to bring a dead man to sign, I don't think I don't think it's worth doing all of that. Like, now if she was doing it for a meal, okay, I could see, maybe.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Litty question. How much money would it take for y'all to do some stupid shit like that? I mean, some stupid.
Wouldn't even ever do it.
Let me tell you something. I'm scary as hell.
Same.
So I ain't coming past no. Absolutely.
Ain't no price tag that you would try.
Nope.
No. I'm okay. I definitely love money for sure. And money does, put a smile on my face because I can get what I want. But I also, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yep. Yeah. There's no amount of money. No, ma'am.
Oh, you different. You different.
I mean, what about you, since you asking us? Because it seems like you might do it for $3,250.
Yeah, y'all see how she's just gonna try to play me online, on public, on a podcast, and just throw me under the bus like that? Like, I ain't got no value. I ain't got no standards.
So what is it gonna be though?
Hell no, it ain't gonna be nothing. I'm a scary cat. I'm afraid of dead like that.
Right. You ain't
The power of the Black Panther has been stripped away.
Look, you ain't gonna come get me at night.
I don't play with dead people.
Yeah, no.
But in that culture.
Yo, think about what Sarina said best. She had to pick up the dead body, put it in the vehicle. You know how heavy dead weight is?
Right.
Take it out the vehicle, put it in the chair. Hope don't nobody see her in the parking lot struggling, putting the body in the chair. I got to see the camera footage from when she parked the car, got out the car. This can't be real. This is fake. This is fake. This AI. This ain't real. This the government trying to distract us. They made this story up. The government's trying to distract us. This ain't real. They don't want us talking about Epstein Island.
Because that one swept under the rug.
She probably was talking to the man. Go ahead and get in your wheelchair now. Come on.
What you want to listen to on the radio? Don't be telling me to slow down.
No, when we go to this bank, make sure you hold your head up.
I'm dead.
Make sure you pick up the pen. Like, she had a whole conversation with a person. But you know what? I started thinking while we were talking. In that culture, they celebrate the dead bodies, the dead people.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe in her mind, you know, she probably was like, my ancestor lived forever, or my whoever lived forever. But you still created fries. So I ain't know. I try to get this lady benefit of the doubt. It ain't no way.
No, because look, you ain't about to give the next lady a benefit of the doubt. This lady from Indianapolis, our next topic. She was found not guilty after suffocating her baby. Basically, what happened, police was a police became aware that her baby passed away. She told police that her baby passed away because she went to go get the laundry so she can go to the laundromat, and she was feeding her baby on the couch, and her other kids rolled over the baby and suffocated the baby. And that's how the baby passed away. But then she finally admitted that she was the one that suffocated the baby because she needed some sleep. And the judge just ruled that she was not guilty.
Is she what color she is?
She's Black.
She got away with it?
She got away. I'm about to show you what she looks like. Ooh.
Wow.
She got
So
away with it. Her 2-year-old, not guilty of smothering her 2-year-old.
So she physically smothered the kid.
Because she needed to go to sleep.
Physically putting something over the kid's face and smothering them.
Yep.
And she got away with that?
Yeah, because, okay, so it said she admitted to accidentally smothering her baby with couch cushions because she was so high and needed to sleep. Because they found drugs in her system. And she was found not guilty for killing her 2-year-old.
So was this like a miracle, what is it? Medical marijuana? And she had a marijuana?
She wasn't on marijuana. She was like on like drugs, like pills. Definitely rest in peace to the baby.
Dang. That's just hard because that's sad as hell. You had drugs in your system. You smothered your baby because you want to get some sleep. And you going to blame it on your kids? You got to be a low down, dirty mom to do that. Or a low down, dirty person, period. And I can't even believe that the judge allowed that to happen. To let her go?
Let her go.
As a parent, I won't even live with myself. So if she did this to this kid, what you think she gonna do to the other kids? If she ain't allowed to sleep?
Well, the 3-year-old is one of the ones who sparked the comment. One of her 3-year-olds was basically saying, like, mommy put a pillow over her face because over the baby's face because the baby kept on crying.
And you did it in front of the siblings?
You know how traumatizing that is? For a 3-year-old to have to say they watched their mom smother their sibling and have to live with that for the rest of their life.
And the mom is free.
I don't play when it comes to kids, personally. Real sensitive to that because I'm a parent. I'm not gonna, no. Absolutely not. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what drug you are. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's all I got.
You know, I'm like so pissed off to where like I really want to fight her right now. Like you ain't even get this baby a chance to freaking live because you're so selfish that you couldn't sleep while you was high. Yes, she free. Physically. But I hope that John eat her up in her mind every single night. I hope she hear that baby cry in her mind every single night. And I hope somebody drag her ass in the street every time they see her ass. Period. I don't even know what to say.
Cool. I'm cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, shout out to the parents that do love their children, that do take care of their kids, that, sometimes it's tired and, but hey, that's your baby and you love on your child and you give your child everything that it needs, or you do become a better parent than what you were. We complain about the world, right? But the world is only the way it is because of us and how we conduct ourselves and the things that we do. And the trauma has to come from somewhere. And as long as we continue passing on the trauma, why are we complaining about why the world is the way the world is? If we can't show up as people better in the world, then stop complaining about the way the world is. Because if you want the world to be better, then you, myself, need to be better in it. Straight like that. You got to be better. And when you're different, the world is different. Because this story right here is horrible. Horrible. And I feel so bad for the babies, especially the one that lost their life, but for the ones that are still here that have to live with that for the rest of their lives and still have to deal with that in their adulthood. Because we don't know the ramifications and the causes of effect that they're going to deal with. We don't know how they're going to value life. We don't know how they're going to value people. We don't know how they're going to deal with problems, because what they're being taught or what they're seeing at an early age is, when you don't like something, take its life. That's what they see. And then we upset when people go out and repeat the same thing. We have to do better. Ain't that many tears in the world, ain't that much yelling in the world. We have to do something like that.
We do, because at the end of the day, we have to also stop the cycle. Everybody has been through some type of trauma. Even if people, don't think people have, everybody's been through some type of trauma. Break the cycle. Just because it was done to you doesn't mean it has to be done to somebody else. Just break the cycle and just be a good person. Like, we're humans at the end of the day. And if you can't handle it, find a safe space for that child to go who can handle it. I'm not saying give your child away, but if they're safer with somebody else, then there is options out there. But just don't go killing a innocent child because they're crying. Like, her stomach might have been hurting, or his stomach. I'm not sure if it was a girl or boy, but their stomach could have been just hurting. Like, something could have just been going on with they might not even know why they were crying.
Did you feed the baby while you was high? Did you change the baby's diapers while you was high? The baby was crying for a reason. Did you even try to find out why the baby was crying, yo? Like, that's crazy to me. No, I'm cool. I can't talk about that.
The way I feel on the inside, I swear to God, if I seen this lady on the street, I will give y'all money to bail me out.
Allegedly.
No, I ain't alleging shit.
Allegedly. I'm saying. Terrible.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, like, if you see signs of something not being right, just try to find ways to fix it. Don't take innocent lives. And we just got to pray and just send peace to everybody.
If you can't handle a baby, I'm saying I'll give it a loving home, because it deserves an opportunity at life. And if you don't want to give it that opportunity, some woman who might not be able to have kids, or someone who wants kids or wants more kids, allow that person to be in a loving home. Do your background, do your research, because everybody ain't opening up loving homes. Some people are just taking kids for a check. Fact.
My mama did that.
I know. We saying it from personal experience. I know because I know. Do the background, but if you could find that baby a loving home, then give it the opportunity of life. Because it's crazy that you would rob a 2-year-old of that opportunity, or any child.
A 2-year-old. Your own flesh and blood.
Like you smothered.
And then have the other kids right there. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna definitely, send prayers up to that family, the ones that were affected, the ones who witnessed it. We just have to do better.
Accountability.
I don't even got words right now, though. Like,
just the fact that you doing
that's
around your kids. We didn't even talk about that. You doing drugs around the babies. You high around the babies. Like, what the?
Yeah.
Listen, get your own healing. Period. If you got to go sit on somebody's couch to talk about your problems, talk about those demons, do whatever you need to do so that way you can find inner peace. Because when you got your own demons, you take your demons out on other people that have nothing to do with what you got going on within you. I know we all been through some things. Therapy is not a bad thing. Getting coaching isn't a bad thing. Working on whatever is eating at you is not a bad thing. Get that help before you allow that to spill over into someone else's life, or for it to take someone else's life.
Yeah.
And so out to your point, King, anger management is also key. Yeah, we can go to therapy, but also if you have a quick temper, seek anger management. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Anybody great at anything has a coach, has a team. Just find the help you need, please. So that way we can do better as human beings, period. All across the board, every single color in the crayon box. Get the help that you need.
Definitely get the help that you need, and just be a good person. With that being said, that is another episode of Culture Minute. I am Gentel Sharrie.
I'm Sarina Renee.
Jaquel Martin.
Okay.